Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
What's up, y'all? Damn it, man.
Thank you, Nicholas. Appreciate the sub. Oh, not you coming just to say your mama cut the Wi-Fi off this week, so you ain't watching it. And I'll see y'all next week.
Oh, shit, my bad. Okay. Fuck it.
Who was last week? Calendar. Of course, we're watching No Way Home. We even gave away tickets in the Discord, so yeah, we watch. Why wouldn't we? We watch everything else Marvel. We definitely gonna watch Spider-Man. I didn't watch all of the Game Awards. I watched a piece, but I didn't see nothing that just like made me over the top to like play it. But the little Matrix game they showed, like that looked cool. But I missed like the first hour of it, so I didn't see like whatever they had at the beginning. I missed pieces. Not that y'all so wholesome, are we really? But I guess what Young Justice first.
Yes.
What we had this going on this episode. Oh yeah, Young Justice. So we back on the I don't know the child's name, and then like Clarion were like fighting this episode, and then they had like backstory mixed in for what's his damn name?
Vandal?
Yeah, because they called him so many fucking things yesterday. Vandal Savage. I don't know what they was calling him, but like it showed how like one of his grandkids down the line ended up getting immortal like him, and then basically ruled over Atlantis, and then like the is it the Lords of Order gave him like a little crown, and that's how they whole that's how Atlantis like bloomed, and then he had his own bloodline of people that had like the metagene, I guess you could say, and then like Vandal Savage was proposing that they like sink a piece of Atlantis for like whatever he was trying to do, and then like that they powers would activate and all that kind of stuff, but he didn't want to do it. So like Clarion came to help him, but then Clarion like sunk it all and all that. They was basically like showing the origins of how this whole Atlantis stuff started, and then they showed the stranger again, and they went and got what's his name, the little man that transformed into the demon.
Etrigan and Jason Blood. Jason
Yeah.
Blood, Etrigan. Yeah.
So basically, they was just showing how this all about to start. Where like it looks like the Lords of Chaos are trying to like destroy Earth, basically. So that's where they at with that. And then like of course this whole Doctor Fate shit again. He probably finna have to get a new body because they was talking about his body aging or whatever. So my whole thing is like this. What I be talking about Doctor Fate. If you so OP, somebody put your helmet on or whatever, and that's where the power lie. Why does it matter how old my body is? Like me, I should be able to use whatever power you have if you that OP. You get what I'm saying? But everybody be want to argue about how strong he is. But like, I put the helmet on, but I'm aging, so now you need a new host. That's trash. So
And if nobody ever puts the helmet on, you're
you're
obsolete.
nothing. You're right. That's I'm like, that's not that's not being OP. OP is being able to come through regardless. Like that shit.
If you that OP, you should be able to manifest your own body. But you need an anchor, just like everybody else. Like, that's not OP.
Dr. Fate is Vander Savage's son was a crazy reveal. I mean, it's not surprising they gave him the little thing, and it probably just progressed over the years. I feel like Dr. Fate is more than one person. Because, like, when it talks, it seems like it's more than one voice, and it goes by more than one name. So, I don't think it's just one being. I just feel like when he died, since he died wearing it, he became, like, a part of it. You get what I'm saying? Like Vandal Savage's son.
I get what you're saying.
Because the way he was talking, like, he was talking about his son to Dr. Fate, but he was also talking to the original, you know, like, Dr. Fate, I'm assuming that's in there. So, I feel like if you die while wearing it, your consciousness probably just, like, become a part of that shit. I don't know, but either way, Zatanna was like, we got to get more people. They could have another fight on their hands. This seems, like, really big, though. Like, I thought the shit they was doing, like, the last season was big with the War World. Is that what it was? But, bitch, you got Vandal talking about some move everything off Earth. Like, move everything off world. Bitch, you know it's real.
What was that? Project Lifeboat?
Yeah, Project Lifeboat. That's how you know it's real. When the rich people start getting their arcs together and they lifeboats, oh, we moving to Mars. We going to Mars. You know it's real. I'm like, he immortal. And he like, nah, move all this shit. Move this shit off Earth. That's how you know it's real.
I forgot what he called it. The War World or whatever the fuck he called that shit.
Yeah, he said take it to the War World.
I'm getting the fuck out of here, man. No hesitation. That's crazy.
Is his son the OG Fate, though? Are you sure about that? I don't feel like it is because I'm like, the Lords of Order gave that to him already having power. So, like, what was it? You know what I'm saying? I can't see him being the OG. Maybe so, but, like, it don't make sense to me. Like, they gave him that with already having power. So, if Dr. Fate isn't that would mean Dr. Fate isn't a Lord of Order then, because, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. If it was a human or whatever first, that means that he not a Lord of Order, but he's a Lord of Order. So I feel like it existed before then. I mean, he could be. I mean, that's what I'm saying too. Like, they call Dr. Fate Nabu. So, like, who is Nabu then? If that wasn't Vandal Savage's son's name, right? I forgot what he called his son, but it wasn't that.
I don't remember. I mean, if it's his son, that's cool. It don't bother me. I'm just like, it's a lot going on. Like,
it just don't make sense to me that, like, even if his son is Dr. Fate, how are you a Lord of Order? Because the Lords of Order are the one that gave you the crown thing in the first place. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. That means Dr. Fate isn't a Lord of Order then if it's his son, because he was human. He was just a meta-human, so...
No, I'm not doing a reaction to the trailer because you just spoiled the trailer.
To what?
I'm not doing a reaction to a trailer where you just spoiled the trailer. You just told me somebody was in it. Yeah, I don't know how the bus ended up in outer space.
Yes, I was like, bitch, is that the magic school bus? Like, what? Why was it a bus driver out in space with this black bus driver? What are we doing, sir? Like, you getting overtime? What is this? So he had to be turned into a Lord of Order upon his death rate, because that still make him look weak if you just drown, but or like something fell on you. But I mean, that's just me. Because these Lords of Chaos seem like they got a whole bunch of energy, so y'all ain't meeting them with the same energy. That's all I'm saying. But it is what it is. They can write it how they write it. It is. It's just, I'm not finna argue about it. I did charcuterie one time. That shit take too much energy. I ain't got time. I'll go buy one. If it's already made, I'm not doing that myself though. A charcuterie board.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That time I had that big wooden board with all them snacks on it. Like when people make that with all them cheeses and fruit and meat and all that kind of stuff on there. Like everybody make them their own. I did that like one Saturday and I was like, I'm good. Now I should add hard grapes. What is hard grapes, Danny?
Bro, that is the only way. I don't want. You can spoil me all day if you know.
They probably talking about a game.
If you want, if you know the fucking lotto numbers, please tell me. Please tell me, Trey. I'm from the future. These are the lotto numbers. What?
That gonna fuck some shit up if that ain't what's supposed to happen though. Just for you to get it and lose it later, cause it wasn't meant for you.
Well, you know, I always gotta create a Trey point. I know how to fucking navigate.
Whatever they was talking about, it probably was like a game, but I mean, I ain't finna react to all them games. Wasn't even worth like looking at, to be honest. So, like, the only thing that interested me was the Matrix one. Like that looked pretty cool with that what is it, Unreal 5 engine. Like that shit looked dope. But like besides that, and the VR chat for Among Us, they gonna do VR. That like sparked my interest for a split second. So that's it. Not soft grapes make your knees weak. Ew.
You want to talk about what's the name now?
What?
Hawkeye.
I guess so. Was that it for Young Justice? Oh, they showed Magan and her sister.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And John, they almost back. So I'm assuming they gonna get back just in time for all these shenanigans. They show Beast Boy again. He's still depressed. Who else they showed? They mentioned Rocket. Because her name Raquel, right?
Yeah.
They mentioned her, so I'm assuming she's finna pop up too.
Yeah.
When Zatanna was like, we need more people, so this probably when everybody gonna come together. Because they hadn't showed Aqualad. I'm like, where? Well, I'm sorry, Aquaman. They hadn't shown him yet, so I'm waiting.
I mean, they showed him, but then they...
Well, for a brief second, yeah, but like, they ain't got nothing going on, really. But
Yeah.
Ugh, boiled grapes. What y'all be doing? I like grapes as long as like the flavor right. Them grapes that don't hardly have no flavor, if they be like real sour, hit the back of your jaw and you be on the floor. Give me something that's like just the right amount of sweet and tart. I like the little tight grapes though. I know what y'all talking about. Like I don't want them like mushy, but I don't know nothing about no boiled grapes. I ain't never heard of that. But we can move on to Hawkeye. Yes, this was episode 4.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we get what we had going on at the beginning of this. Oh, Kate, Mama, and Stepdaddy caught her and Hawkeye in their house, and they had this whole uncomfortable tea moment where they were sitting down, and then she was trying to like explain what she was doing, but then the mama saw Clint out, but she had that little nasty comment like, yeah, Natasha was like whatever too, but that don't mean, you know, all this stuff. You know, she said the stuff about basically about Black Widow dying. And then I don't know, like the way she said that, I didn't like how she said that. Like I get you want to keep your daughter alive, but like she ain't have to be nasty like that. Yeah, that's what made me think she got other stuff going on.
And the way she said it was not right.
And what's up with the sister? I'm waiting on the auntie. Who is the auntie? Cause that shit when you was like you couldn't see what the cup said, her auntie, Thanos was right. That's what her cup said. That he was drinking out of. Like, they keep showing this shit talking about Thanos was right. That shit gonna be a problem, so. Thanos was right. This what you seen? Child.
Does anybody know who Kate Auntie is in the comics?
Somebody trying to say she a West Coast Avenger, but I don't know how true that is. I seen that somewhere too, that her on a West Coast Avenger. But I'm like, if you're an Avenger, but you like Thanos was right, that don't make sense to me, but I don't know. I know her situation look ignorant though, cause you in that little cheap ass apartment, but then them clothes she had was like fancy. And then I'm like, is this your dad's sister or is this your mom's sister? Because like y'all got a whole mansion and she living in this little apartment. That make me think some stuff too. That don't make sense. Like I know you don't pay for other people to be like cool, but I feel like she'd be better off if like she was close enough for her to be able to go to her house like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cause like they make it seem like they got money. Like Kate just, be frolicking like she ain't never had a hard day. They might show it on the last episode, but I'm just waiting to see. I hope it ain't that lady with that purple spot that been going around recruiting folks. That'll be fucked up if that turned out to be her auntie.
No, it's somebody we haven't seen.
I was just saying, like, but that would still be a different reveal though. And then like she going around recruiting people for the wrong reasons, and then she got shit talking about Thanos was right, like.
But that's not telling me anything, Timothy. I need to know who the character is. I want to know in the comics, like, who's the character. Like,
that's like a spoiler though. Like I was like, you don't want people to spoil it, what they don't. You like, but I want to know. So like,
but I'm like, I want to know, do she have an aunt in the comics? Like, that's what I want to know. Like,
okay, because it wasn't worded like that. You was like, you want to know who it is, so that's all I'm saying. I'm pretty sure she does have an aunt in the comics. That's why I was like, people were saying, oh well, her aunt is like a West Coast Avenger, so her aunt is probably a West Coast Avenger in the comics.
what the fuck is she doing in New York?
Well, she's not there right now, so I mean, I don't know. Like, that's people have identities and not just hide behind glasses, so it could be like a cover. All these people with these secret identities and all this bullshit going on in this story, ain't no telling. That's probably just a cover. She probably don't even really live there. Nicole, thank you for the donation. That hashtag Thanos was right stuff sounds like a code next up from the Flag Smashers. I mean, it's probably is somebody out there with a whole thing about Thanos being right, so who knows? The Flag Smashers wasn't so bad. It was just that like they came together because everybody was gone. Then when everybody came back, they got like pushed out of their homes and stuff like that. You could see people being upset about that, but they just like went a little too far with it. Who do you think the watch belongs to? Ain't this Tony's watch? Did they not say that or no? Or we just assuming that because it came from the Avengers compound? I thought it was Tony's watch. He said it belonged to somebody who's out of the game, but like they name still attached to it. Like Tony definitely out of the game, so that's what I would think. But who else you gonna be doing all that for? Like, and then it's a Rolex. It's flashy, so I can see that belonging to Tony versus anybody else. Nobody else in the Avengers really like wear stuff like that. You think Clint's wife is an ex-SHIELD agent? She might be. Who knows? She know them other languages. She still got them connects. So who knows who she is? She could be retired. Maybe that's how they met or something. Some of these questions just be like so out of the park. On the scale of 1 to 10, how much do I like Hawkeye? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's pretty up there. I ain't gonna say it's a 10, but like I like the show for like a Marvel show. It's like comedy and action. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do, but it's interesting. Nicole, thanks for the donation. I think it's his wife. It's a small watch, and he didn't even know to ask about it until she brought it up. That's not what happened, is it? She asked, did you get the watch? That's the only time I thought that she brought it up, but like, thanks for the donation. I don't know about that. I feel like the watch, once they found out that it was like Avenger stuff there, I don't think he knew the Ronin suit was going to be up for grabs, but I don't remember. But he was there. It was just like he tried to save her for getting caught up in it because they saw her in the suit. So the whole thing was like trying to get her detached from it so that like that don't fall on her. Because he made it seem like the suit is attached to him and his family, so that's why he got to clean it up before he leaves. That's what he said. The watch, he said it belonged to somebody who isn't in the game anymore, but name's still attached. I can't see that being his wife Rolex. They look like a men's watch, but I mean, again, I could be wrong. I don't see why her shit would be at the Avengers compound, because that's where it came from.
It could be her dad's watch.
Clint's dad's watch?
No.
That's what they talking about, his wife. They talking about Clint's wife. It belonged to her.
No, it could be her dad's watch. He could have been an ex-SHIELD agent. She could have gotten a game.
I just said Clint's wife, and you said that's when you said her dad. That's what I'm asking about.
Yes, it could be her dad's watch. She gave it to her. She gave it to Clint.
Oh.
He left it at. He wanted to keep something sentimental that she gave to him while he was at the compound, with i.e. the watch. What is her last name?
Y'all can look it up and see. Everybody know everything. I don't know. It could be SHIELD Tech, like Nick Fury's pager.
Yeah, it could be. But I'm like, what is her name? What is her maiden name? I don't know her name. I was just thinking, what if her last name is Parker?
The thing that throws me off with the whole situation is like, they stole the shit from the compound. It was getting auctioned off. Somebody else intervened and like stole it from the auction. But Clint didn't seem like he knew none of that was going on until they showed her steal the shit on TV. That's what's throwing me off. If y'all saying that's like the wife's watch or whatever, but or who it belongs to. But I'm like, he didn't seem like he knew none of that shit was going on until he saw Kate on TV in the Ronin suit. That's when he got involved. I just thought him and the kids were there for that damn show. That's what I thought they were there for. So was he there for this shit the whole time?
No.
So that's why I'm like, it don't make sense that he was there for the watch from jump if he didn't know nothing else was going on until he saw Kate. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what it just make it seem like he just got involved because of that. He saw her on TV in the Ronin suit, and then it became like a thing. Then you find out all this other shit is going on too. Cause I think he did ask her like, did she see anything else? But I don't think she said she didn't remember. Hey Lizzie. Hawkeye's love interest in the comics was a SHIELD agent, Mockingjay, I believe. What just happened? In the comics, his wife is Nick Fury's goddaughter. Is that what she said verbatim? It's been almost 2 years since Endgame, so maybe the wife is saying, I thought it was gone like your old suit. Do you think Kate's mom called Val to send Yelena after Clint? She did call somebody, but I don't know. We were speculating that the dad was still alive and that she was lying about it, but I don't know.
I mean, that's a good assessment. I mean, I could see that. Now
that makes me even more sus of her if she run with people like that. You got somebody like Val on speed dial for what? Thank you for the donation. I'm waiting to see if you're going to say something.
I'm chilling. Then yeah, just ban that person if they keep spoiling. Matter of fact, if they
who's spoiling something?
If they spoiling anything, just ban them.
In the Age of Ultron, Clint said Fury helped set up the safe house for them, so maybe they'll make his wife a SHIELD agent like in the comics.
Like no timeout. Just remove the timeout and just be done with
What
it.
they even spoiling? Child, y'all be.
You know what? This is how I'm gonna start reacting when spoilers happen. And when I ask them about a comic book, it doesn't relate to the show. Here's why. Because the show is gonna go its own way. It's the MCU. Nothing is 100% accurate comic book wise when it comes to Marvel and comic books. The live action and the comic books are like totally different. But if I'm asking about comic book, that's different. I'm not gonna go look through fucking 80 years of comic books to find one thing. A spoiler is a TV moment that hasn't happened yet that could possibly happen, or a photo that you've seen that I know I haven't seen, because I don't go looking for that. I don't go looking for stuff on the internet.
Y'all know these scenarios that y'all coming up with for Hawkeye is just like what y'all been reading. Thanks for the donation though. I don't know. I watch the show just like y'all, and the way y'all be coming up with shit, it just be like real sus. Marco, thanks for the donation. The mom knows Clint is Ronin because in the BW post credit,
Black Widow.
he was in the Ronin outfit in the picture. I still want to know what happened to the dad. I want to see like him actually die. Like I want to see what happened in those moments when all that shit popped off. We do real talk every week. If it gets to the point where people spoiling, I could just not have the chat up. But it's satisfying to ban assholes, so that's fun too. I do want to see a corpse. Like, I want to see what happened to him in his final moments, if he's even dead. If he's dead, I believe the mama got something to do with it. All this shit just don't make sense. She go downstairs with some sandwiches. This man was like, I'm about to go downstairs. Then all this shit pop off, and we just see a funeral. Like, that don't even make sense. And then now she done came up with this security company however many years later. I'm just like, Kate mama bringing up Natasha like that made me want to beat the crap out of her. She was real disrespectful for that comment though. And then like it was funny because they had that moment when she was like, "Oh, my mom don't dance," and then no dude was looking like, "Oh, really?" And then they got up and started dancing. So you ain't never danced with Dad, huh? When he was alive, but you over here dancing with Jack, twisted mustache villain hoe. Like, okay. But yeah, that fight scene at the end though, when Clint they went to the apartment, I figured that was Maya's apartment, and then like she was in there fighting Kate, and then he would sound like he was getting his ass beat on the little intercom on the comms, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm fighting Maya." She was like, "No, I'm fighting." I was like, "Who the hell is that?" She over there in her black suit and the night vision. I'm like, "Bruh, they was really out here with this 4-way fight." And when she got stuck on that zip line, that was funny. Got stuck right in the middle. Not looking like Splinter Cell. You want to talk about the Flash? I'm sure that's what you're waiting on since you're so quiet.
I was thinking about why Yelena didn't fight Kate.
She knows what, with what happened in Black Widow, you know she's there for Clint.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see her just fighting somebody else because she didn't really fight Maya either. So like that's it's not like she the Black Widow before we had the whole situation that we had with the movie. So
Wait, that's so Are those three gonna be a fucking trio?
Who?
Kate,
Maya?
Maya, and Yelena. That'll be
I can't see Maya doing that with them, but I don't know. I know she getting her own show, but that's supposed to be more like Daredevil related. I guess like if they coming back out with Daredevil, her show would introduce either some old or new people to be able to make that again. I don't see her turning into a good guy unless she finna fight your uncle. So I don't know. And then she's still gonna be pissed because at the end of the day, Clint still murdered her dad. Like, all the bullshit aside, she still got beef with him because of that if she figured out. So I can't see her just being like, but you Clint girl though, so I can't see you being cool. Y'all cool with him, I can't be cool with y'all. He killed my dad. I can't see her doing that. So I don't know. But I'm waiting on the Kate and Yelena friendship. I just feel like that's gonna be the most ignorant shit. Cause Yelena was already like my favorite Black Widow. Now we got Kate. I like her, so if they be friends, that banter is gonna be ignorant. Oh, yeah. Seeing them two get into shit together,
that shit gonna be
that's the new Black Widow and Hawkeye. I'm telling y'all, that's the new.
No, that banter back and forth gonna be better than I guess the new Cap and Winter Soldier.
Clint not finna be in no trio with them. His old ass finna be retired as soon as all this shit over.
They pass it, man.
Yeah, that's what they doing.
Like,
when he got that PTSD when she fell off that roof. You talking about Yelena ain't fight her. Yelena threw her off that roof. I just realized that. She the one who threw her off the roof and then didn't know if she had nothing connected or not. She just threw her off the roof. How you don't think Clint killed Echo Dad? Did they not show that? They showed him stab him up. He fucked all the tracksuits up as Ronin. Did you not see that scene? Like blood splatter and bodies everywhere. Wow. Like, did you not see that? Who the fuck else it was?
It was somebody else.
When has anybody else had the Ronin suit?
It was somebody else in the
Like, that was fucking during the blip. He murdered all them people. If he didn't, he showed taking the claim for it.
God damn.
Child, let's talk about the Flash because we.
So it was a copycat Ronin. Okay, got it. So
we could talk about the Flash because we ain't got nothing but like 30 minutes at the most.
Okay. I'm gonna talk about the Flash. I'm gonna start off with the bad first. I've seen articles where people have said this is the worst episode of the Flash ever. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, worst episode ever. I mean,
so Yelena was the one who harnessed her before throwing her. I thought Kate did it. Do you remember from looking at that part?
No. So, people saying this is the worst episode ever. Okay, that's cool. So, the bullshit part about the episodes were the Chester and Allegra shit.
Ooh, that would be fucked up.
That was the shit that was just like,
I don't know why people be mad about stuff like that. You know they're gonna throw other stuff in there.
Like those were the most like unimportant moments to me. Like, really, like those we could have did without those points in the episode. If I'm being honest, yeah, I get it. You gotta, you know what I'm saying. You gotta feel the time. You know what I'm saying. You gotta see what happened. Why people not together. Why he's still pining over her. Cool, whatever. But all the other shit, Barry, Eobard, you know what I'm saying? The friendship between Iris and Ryan was fun for me. Like, I enjoyed that because we got the two leading ladies of two TV shows, you know what I'm saying, being best friends. I just seem to enjoy that part. But the first scene, when Barry is talking to everybody, that shit was fire. Barry came in with the reverse the new suit. The new suit. I'm not paying attention to y'all comments, so everything y'all saying right now, I'm missing it.
Thank you for the donation, Lisa.
Enjoyed that scene so much because
Iris and Caitlyn would never have that relationship. That's what it should have been.
What?
Like how Ryan and Iris were, that's how Caitlyn and Iris should have been, with them being the two leading ladies on the show. Like, that's how it should have been. But we never getting that, so y'all ain't never got to worry about that.
So Barry running. I was like, bro, wait. Red Lightning?
Time out, Michael, and if he keeps spamming, ban him. No, he ain't gotta chill. You can time him out and then ban him. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So Barry running, putting on the suit, looking in pure fucking shock. I didn't even pay attention the first time I watched it. At least I don't remember paying attention to it. The suit on Barry looked fucking phenomenal.
What's up, Brian?
The suit on Barry looked fucking phenomenal. I enjoyed it. It was everything I ever wanted in a reverse flash suit. Head to toe. Not that black trim. No. Old school reverse flash suit. Professor Zoom.
Where he wouldn't know his suit was yellow because, like, where he came from, he was just outside with a red suit on. So you came in this situation, you thinking when you go switch, it's going to be the same. Why would he think it would be yellow? He wouldn't know that. He literally just walked out. Like, he was just outside with his regular suit on, came into this speech, changed, and then it was yellow. That's why he looked like the fuck, because, like, it was just the right color when he got there.
Like, the shit looked great. And when I say it's old school suit, it had everything. Like all that's missing now. All that's missing now. And I hope we get it soon now.
That's a good observation, Nicole.
Because it will be the epitome of Flash and suits is the gold boots. I don't see how they go do the gold boots, but because the reverse Flash suit had the red boots.
What I was about to say, that's what I said in the video. Like, they made Ryan a new suit too, so they gotta be putting him somewhere. Like, unless y'all just throwing money away, because that's 2 new suits right there.
Yeah.
On top of whatever it costs to make like this whole little 5-piece. So I'm just like,
and this is the thing. People are talking about the suit is trash because of the way Tom looks in the suit. Ow. People are looking at it wrong. It's not that the suit was bad. It's the way he was walking in the suit that was wrong. Yes, he was walking incorrectly. I knew I was going to have to show you. Now, go back and watch this scene. When you walk left, right. You don't walk like this. Watch the scene again, and you will see why the suit looks off.
Maybe he was chafing.
The reason he was walking like that was because he was counting his steps and trying to make his mark in a certain number of steps. Watch the scene again, and you will see that he made a mistake in his walk. He was walking right to right, left to left. You don't walk like that.
They stay giving Irish.
And if you pay attention to the scene, it makes the suit look awkward on him. It's not that the suit is messed up because that's the same suit Grant had on. And on Grant, the suit looked fucking phenomenal. It's just the minute he got in the suit, it was weird. The way he walked was weird. And I kept seeing this online like, this suit is trash. This suit is trash. It looks like a cosplay because, no, it was just the way he was walking.
It was a good episode, though. Like, I don't know why people be tripping. Like, this whole, whatever they've done so far, I can't really pull anything out of it that's just, especially compared to season 7. Like, this whole little 5-episode arc is way better than season 7 as a whole.
What do you mean?
Like, them little moments between, like, Chester and Allegra. But we know they like each other now. And then, of course, they had to find little areas to fill certain stuff in. So, like, they just trying to make drama. 10 years later, why Chester and Allegra not friends? Why this, why that? Just like Chillblaine and fucking Frostword thing. They could have left that shit out too, but it is what it is.
His eyes were glowing. His eyes glowed at the end. What are we talking about?
Who eyes?
Thawne. His eyes glowed at the end.
Yes, did you not see him stare us down talking about, and I'm going to get you to help me, and he looked like he was staring at us, and I was like, bitch, don't look at me like that.
His eyes were glowing. His eyes glowed.
Like the last, whatever that last segment was before it went off, when he was looking in the camera, eyes on yellow, like, please.
Whatever, bro. And like this shit is not even over.
Not Alex was too nosy. She's not nosy. You're taking it from the perspective of she's not on this team versus the fact that she's been on this team in this timeline. She knows those people. You gotta think about it like that. In that continuity or that timeline, they best friends. They worked as Team Flash for 10 plus years, if not from the jump. Like, they've all been on teams. So, them talking to each other like that, that's normal for them. Us seeing it is not normal, yes, but her seeing it, she's been friends with them people and on the team with them all this time. I like how they need to figure out how they can really incorporate that though, because I like how even though Ryan was there for Iris, she still was Batwoman. Like, she still had to go back to Gotham for stuff. Like, that, I feel like that's good to do. Like, you could bring her on the show for whatever, but then like, oh, I gotta go because something came up in Gotham. Like, we ain't just gotta be in ghetto ass Gotham 24/7. Like, I like that she was there for her like that. They need to figure that out. Because I love to see Iris show up at Wayne Tower while she's CEO. And, like, them have some banter and go back and forth with some shit, too.
Like, the whole Barry talking to Damian thing, bro. Channeling the evil side of Barry. I love that shit. Like...
That the first 10 minutes of that episode, I feel like, was the most disrespectful shit I've seen on TV. Or top 3 this year, at least. Because, like, him going in, popping out the reverse flash suit, him and this Batwoman meeting for the first time, and they whooped his ass. The way they fucking double teamed him, Alex and Ryan, like, the way they double teamed him was just like, Iris, like, looking at him like, bitch, you ain't my husband. Like, the fuck you talking about? Pulling out that gun. They was ready, bro. I was like, please. That shit was a lot. I like how Cecile was there, though, and she ain't do nothing without that mask until they got to the... Like, she didn't attack with everybody else. She left. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what's up with your empath powers? Like, why you need that mask, like... And then the extra shit on it. It's like in their universe, they didn't never get the glow up or whatever. It looked like Allegra did because her eyes glowed for a little while. But she left too. Like, they all left. Nobody fought him but, like, Ryan and Alex from what I could see. Because even the other Ryan, Choi, he only just used the beam to, like, move, like, make Reverse Flash, like, small or move him out the way or whatever he did. Like, that's, like, the only thing he did. And then they, like, rushed out. Do anybody know who the extra was that was there, bitch? They could have had me at the ceremony. Who was the other dude? We still don't know who that other dude was.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
I was thinking that was Thawne's brother.
The one the restaurant was named after?
Yeah. That,
I don't know.
After in this timeline, he kept his brother alive.
Yo, it was so funny.
That's just me though. That's just me saying that. That's not 100% fact. The character
Why would
has
you
to
say
be
that
given.
could be Ramsey? They wouldn't have redid his character.
Who?
Ramsey, like blood work. That's the only Ramsey I know of on the show. They wouldn't have replaced him. Child, it'd be so funny because I'd be like, where Iris pulled these guns from? And that gun was big. Where she pulled that from that quick? Like, please.
Like, and the banter between
Thawne they did.
And Barry, what?
When they was talking about how they, like, Ray and Nate and Sarah was dead and Cisco, like, they was all, like, how they bodied, because he was like, let's talk about how they bodied the Legends and Cisco off screen.
I mean, shit, we ain't got to keep, that's a waste of time. We ain't got to show
But it's still, like, the way they said it, it was like, when Alex and Ryan were fighting, they was like, this is for Nate. You know, like, they was telling Barry, like, he killed them. But then, isn't that the reason Damien Dark went to jail and got out on a technicality? Or was it just Cisco?
I maybe it was all of them together. Like,
I think Damien Dark killed Cisco because they was talking about the leader of Argus. And I think maybe Flash killed, like, Sarah and them. Because I could see the Reverse Flash getting them out of the way if something would have, like... He needed certain people. You get Ray out the way to beat, so you can have Ryan be like the new, whatever. I don't know why he would have killed Nate. And then, like, I can see you killing Sarah too, but I don't know. That's crazy as hell. Allegra said Barry killed Cisco. I'm just saying it didn't make sense then, though, because, like, that's what Damien Dark, they was like, oh, he got off on a technicality for... Unless that was a technicality, like he didn't do it. It was Barry that did it, so I don't know. Not if. Barry can keep a suit in the ring. Iris can keep a big ass gun in her little clutch. Child, I'm tired. The extra is probably gonna be a future character, like how they introduced Nora before she became a full character. Maybe, but ain't like he had no lines. He was just there. She had lines at least. I don't know, but who knows?
So the conversation between Thawne and Barry when he snatched him up the first time,
When they were in that alley.
that shit was beautiful. And Tom and Grant's back and forth is always fun because he's trying to tell him, bro, you're gonna kill us all. No, I'm just gonna kill you. You're gonna die.
Oh,
This is for me. This is the reverse Flashpoint. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then Barry started fading. That shit was wild.
And
Like, she had to midnight.
And like, this is the funny thing. People were so mad. Like, this episode could have been more than just this episode. They only did one episode of Flashpoint. So you think they're gonna do more than one episode of Reverse Flashpoint? Stop.
I just feel like Thawne is one of those geniuses that's like that are like insane, because you saying why he ain't living in 2060 where he from or whatever. His future is not what he wanted to be. Like, the whole reason he went back in the past was to supposedly change it because he didn't want to be evil, because he idolized the Flash so much, and he basically ended up becoming the thing that they said he would anyway, if not worse. So it's like,
Thawne is not from 2060, bro.
I don't know where he from. I know he ain't from 2031. He from like way further though, ain't it?
Yes, way further. Way further.
I did say that your privilege can't help you now, Barry. Get up, because the police is coming. I was like, if they would have seen him in that suit, that shit wouldn't have mattered at all. Get your ass up.
Wow. Okay, so that conversation was fun because he let him know everything he did. This is not something like you've already done this, so I just took a page out of your book. You know what I'm saying? I just took a page out of your book. And we finally getting to what I said is finna happen and what should happen. He's finna die, y'all. This is it. This is the end of Thawne's timeline. He's trying to prevent his death. He would not have created a reverse Flashpoint if he wasn't finna die.
So you thinking he know he gonna die?
He knows he's going to die. That's why he's trying to stop it.
I always wondered if he ever ran to the future to see like how his life would play out, and then he couldn't go past like a certain
He can't
point.
go past that moment.
That's why I was like, he can't go past certain points, so he trying to like win.
He
back
can't
and
go
fix.
past his death. And people are so confused by this because people don't understand time travel. People see it as linear, as
They
just a
should
straight
understand
line.
it just from the event, because Barry couldn't go past a certain time because the shit ain't exist no more. Like, you can't go past what's not there for you. Like,
True. But most people not going to understand it because they don't look at time through Eobard's eyes. They look at it through Barry's eyes. That's what people do when they watch TV show. They watch it through, they do
That
it
don't
through the
make
main
sense.
character eyes.
why would you think the lady in red is Poison Mary when they wear green? Poison Ivy used to wear
It's
green.
Lady Shiva.
Even her, I still don't get why she be that big enough to like. Have they had Shiva on the show before?
No.
On any show?
They setting up season 4.
I just took it in context when she said tried to kill us all. I thought she meant like all of them, not just like at Gotham.
Nah.
She made it seem like it was everybody. When a certain lady in red showed up and tried to kill us all, I'm thinking that's something they all had to deal with. But
They just setting up season 4 Batwoman through fucking, what's her name?
I felt like it was a good episode though, like front to back. I know they had them little moments. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I could have done without seeing Frost and Chillblaine like together doing stuff. He ain't my favorite character. Like, I could have done without that. The Chexter and Allegra stuff, it didn't bother me because I know they like each other anyway, and they both awkward anyway. So it was just like, it was just whatever. I guess they needed time. But I'm like, how Caitlyn still ain't got nobody in 2030? That's not funny, but like in 20, like as soon as the season started, wasn't she like talking to Barry about like meeting somebody? She finally ready to like meet somebody else over there. I'm like, and it's 10 years later, you still like I guess no. Maybe she don't have time. I don't know.
Thawne changed the timeline. That's all. Just take it as that. So
Shiva is the same one that's on Young Justice, right? That you talking about? That's what he means. So if you watch Young Justice, he talking about the same one. Crazy ass Shiva, who's Orphan's mama, that we just saw like on Young Justice. So if you watch that, that's who he talking about. Just like live action.
yeah, and if look what she did to her own child. Why she trying to wipe out all of them? Come on.
But she don't wear red on Young Justice though, so that's why I guess it threw me off because she just wear black. You ain't have to do all that, sir. I just telling you what the hell I was.
No. Showing you.
She be having on that red top.
Yeah, I'm trying to show you that she does have on red, like right there, like in the scene that we just saw. That's why when I was trying to figure out the lady in red, I was like, who the fuck? I was like, it can't be her, but I'm like, I thought I saw her in green in my mind, but it wasn't her.
I just thought she wore all black. I'm thinking about Orphan though.
No, so
now reverse Flashpoint made Caitlyn remain single.
Thawne is so desperate to survive. He's trying. He went back, killed Barry as a child in this timeline, made Barry his enemy, and made Iris fall in love. But he knew Iris wasn't gonna fall in love with him unless Joe was dead. He knew that, but he's just that smart. He knew that Joe was gonna question him. Remember, back in season 1, Joe was like, Iris is like, he told Eddie no. You think he would have told Eobard yes? No, Thawne knew, so he took Joe out.
Can we rewind and talk about how Jenna hates Cecilia, bro? When she was drunk and ranting about that shit, she thinks the worst thoughts about me. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, bruh, I wonder why. Your ass was never at home, Mom. You never spent any time with me. I never saw y'all growing up. Cause they'll never have Jenna on the show and then like they gonna mention her and this talking about like how much she hates Cecilia. I can only imagine.
Yeah, Thawne is scared. Like he can't get past this moment. He can't get
Queen.
He can't get past this moment. And that's just facts.
I just want to know who he was talking to. He was like, you gonna help me? Because at first I was thinking, what if everybody... Because I kept trying to figure out how Mia gonna pop up. Like, why Mia? Why this timeline? You don't live in this timeline, whatever. So I'm like, what if she pops up and he uses her for something? Because I'm like, everybody's gonna automatically trust her when she pops up because it's Oliver's daughter. But like, what if that's who he goes to get and uses for this? Because I'm like... If you technically reverse this timeline back to the way it should have been, what do we need Mia for? You get what I'm saying? So that's all. I'm just like, why would she pop up unless it had something to do with him? But I don't know. I'm going to need Star Labs. If we do season 9, I know Thawne might be dead, but we going to have to fucking have some reverse tachyon alarms because this motherfucker really just come through whenever he want and nobody ever know. Not nothing going off. And y'all know this y'all main nemesis, period. This man be coming through up in that little room. Y'all need to have something.
It won't matter.
What won't matter?
It won't matter after next week.
I said I know he dying, but like you still got the other one that you said they could come back that ain't found his name out yet. So that's still another problem if they choose to do that.
But he won't know about all of this.
Oh.
He won't. Well, yeah, he will. He will. Yeah, he will. He'll know about Star Labs.
I don't know if he'll know about the room. I know he'll know about Star Labs though, because
he'll know about Star Labs, but he won't know that he can go and come as he pleases. Unless they write that wrong. So, you know. But this is it. Like, this is it, y'all, for Thawne. Like, this is it. Like, and like, for this to be the end. People are saying, oh, Mia might kill him. It won't have an impact if Mia or anybody else kills
Damien
Thawne.
Dark got hands. He really did beat their ass. They came at him took his powers away. Y'all still got beat until Alex and old boy had to jump in. I'm like, y'all sorry, but y'all out here want to be coupling and over here in the bathroom. No, go train. That's what y'all need to do. These ice blasts, double ice blasts, and ain't doing nothing. This man ain't even got no magic. Y'all got Constantine to take this man magic away. Y'all still couldn't beat him up. That was like the worst. That was funny. I'm sorry. Like, that was funny.
So, we gotta leave in a few minutes. Huh? Okay. So what I was saying about, I didn't even pay attention to it. I don't think the first time I watched it, I didn't even pay attention to the red boots. And if you look at the costume that they put Granny and Tommy in the new one, it had the red Reverse Flash boots, which mirror the Flash's gold boots. I'm like, he hasn't gotten the gold boots yet, but I'm like, is that a foreshadowing for later in the season? Oh, hell, next week when we come back in March, I hope so. I'm like, if they give him gold boots, that mean they've tried and errored this shit for years, because they said they tried that shit once before and it just didn't look right. So it has to look right, or otherwise, just like everything else they talk about, like, they gonna talk about them fucking boots horribly. No, I'm not looking at your fucking comments because I know how you fucking love to spoil shit. And I gotta turn off, I know what I gotta do too, y'all. I gotta turn off my fucking Discord shit, because people try to send me messages too. And now I'm gonna make it so you gotta be my friend, and I have to accept your friend request to receive your messages. Okay. So I know 2 people I gotta do that to.
5:15.
Okay, so we can get ready to go. All in all, I feel like this is like this whole Armageddon thing has been a win for the show. Every episode has its ups.
That's funny.
What?
He's talking about Damien, Sportsmaster, and Tigress, and then he got cheers to being villains, but caring parents, they really are though. Like, they villains until their kids come into play.
Oh yeah. Like,
that's so funny, bro.
Damien was like, "Oh, you can wipe
me." He brought up
man.
Nora. He was like, "Oh, it's time to help the good guy." Like, sir, you can look, because Nora is thriving over here in our universe, like living her best life as a fairy godmother. Like, that's what she is. And they like make she literally like go help kids. Like, she out here thriving.
Man, this shit's crazy, bro.
All right, Marcus. Thanks for joining.
Like, Barry has to kill Thawne next week, y'all. Like,
yes, honey. Sophie and Ryan married and about to adopt. That was like so good. And then Iris, the best friend, know she was gonna be the best person at the wedding.
Like, I am. It has to be Barry, bro. It has
Hell
to.
Yeah.
It through all the bullshit.
I ain't know, like, that wouldn't even make sense for anybody else to kill him.
Like the fucking 15 years that he had made Thawne suffer from traveling back in time to kill him. That's one thing.
You killed my mama.
Then you took out my daughter.
My daddy, my daughter. Well, not the daddy.
You know what I'm saying? You took out my daughter in the timeline. You know what I'm saying? And you had to spend another 15 years locked up, which is, hey, suffered.
Then you made a reverse flashpoint.
Now you took out Joe in a timeline and tried to take my hot piece of ass.
You can say that. But when they do kill him, make sure you come back on the real talk after that and say I was wrong and Trey, you were right. Thank you and good night.
What happened?
Because they talking about they not making Barry kill Thawne. It makes no sense to even do all this to not do that. Because this man gonna keep going.
It makes no sense for anybody else to kill Thawne. Here's why. Because if you do anybody else, there's no drama behind it. All in all, people forget that this is a drama. You have to have
not trap him in the family.
Strife to have drama in the family, in the Flash family.
I'm telling
you have to have people questioning Barry and his logic. You have to have him have a problem. He's never killed before. Ever. Everybody else has killed. Fucking Iris killed Salvatore. The most Barry's come to killing is Zoom. But that was not even by his own hands. He's never killed by his own hands. He just got the time wraiths to come down, boom, swoop him up. Got you, bitch. No, I'm talking about killing a man with your own hands. That's different. that changes you.
But I feel like Thawne would want that anyway, because if you just made a whole reverse Flashpoint, like, look at the links he had to go to. Like I said, you went back. Oh, the one. Thank you for the donation. Damn, we good. Thank you for that. You went back to let the lightning bolt hit you to basically be the Flash, not knowing if this shit would even work or not. Like, you could have just got, you know what I'm saying, zapped and died. Like, we don't know. But you went back and redid this whole man story to make it about you, and that still didn't work. So just imagine, like, you might be on some shit like, I'll let this motherfucker kill me, and so long nobody trusts the Flash again.
Yep.
Or he go to jail or something. Like, just something to mess his life up. Like, maybe him killing me is what does him in. So I'm even willing to let him do that. Like, you think about Shiva from Young Justice, ready to let Orphan kill her just to prove a point that you're my daughter. I made you this way. Did y'all not see this shit? Like, people would do that. Like, that motherfucker's crazy. You think he got them all?
Listen, like, y'all miss little moments in the fucking episodes. Notice when they zoomed in on Thawne's face in the first segment of the show. Like, he was like, the Reverse Flash is a sociopath. He said the Reverse Flash is a sociopath. They use wordplay. It's like y'all should be caught up in the moments. Oh, I hate this so much. That y'all miss these little nuggets that are, oh, okay, yeah, you're talking about yourself. You know you're a fucking sociopath. Look at what you did. Everything Barry did was a fucking result of what Thawne did. Barry going to the future and stopping Thawne from killing people. As him. He went, like, that's what he did in the future time. In the future, where Thawne was from. Barry went to the future, stopped Thawne from dressing up as him and killing people. He didn't have Barry's face. He was just pretending to be the Flash. Thawne resented him, hated him, went back in time.
Can we explain the vibration that Thawne does every time he fights? I don't know what you mean. Just like how he vibrates his body? Like, I don't understand. But we gotta go in a minute.
It's just something that Thawne does. That's something that...
That man is crazy. Like, y'all should read up on him. That man is literally the epitome of the word. Like, insanity. Like...
Okay, y'all keep talking about Sand Demon. Bro, he threw sand at him. He hardened. We could have picked up the pieces. That don't mean he just dead. He could have put him somewhere.
Like,
he could have reformed.
Even he still ain't doing it on purpose though. Like, when he killed Thawne, this gonna be on purpose.
Like, I mean, on purpose.
Like, maliciously killing somebody because you tired of their shit.
And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be the trigger for him killing him. He's gonna threaten to take out Iris or Joe or somebody, and Barry gonna snap him up. He's gonna have no choice.
I just want to hear the speech before he do it. Like, you took everything from me. You killed my mom.
It's not even gonna be enough time for that. Barry's gonna have a choice. Either Iris dies or Thawne dies. Like, it's like, nah, Barry can't kill. Barry can't kill. And this is the thing. Y'all trip me out with this. It's no, Barry can't kill Trey, but y'all okay with fucking Zack Snyder Superman killing. Y'all have a good week. Best episode ever. Shit, it's done.
Okay, well, I guess he had to make an exit, so I'm gonna go. I'm finna go eat. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm sure one or both of us will be streaming later, so y'all can stay tuned for that, and we'll catch y'all later.